Mike McFlinchy, your boy. Uh, what if Aaron Banks was somebody that he referred, and that's why in the hell we got him to begin with. I kind of thought
Possible.
about that.
It's
Uh,
possible.
so maybe he should get some of the blame along with Kyle and them for giving up extra. Oh no, that was for Trey Sermon that we gave up the extra capital to trade up. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was stupid too.
Yeah. That was stupid. Yeah. My concern with the Niners is like their left guard is a total question mark. Their center is going to be 37 years old. Their right guard is Daniel Brunskill, and their right tackle is a total question mark, or Mike McFlinchy, who's bad. So I don't know.
Yeah, I seen Justin School was working out. I mean, he wasn't bad, but I just feel like those positions need to be even more solidified and secured for Trey's sake, and just for the overall offensive flow. And having questionable guys now that Lake and Tomlinson is gone on the offensive line makes it leaves us even more vulnerable. You know what I mean?
Generally, when teams like put in an inexperienced young quarterback as their starter, they want to surround him with a really good offensive line, usually. And they can afford to because he's cheap. Like the Jets just signed Laken Tomlinson because they have Zach Wilson, who's cheap and needs a good offensive lineman. Why would the Niners not do that? The Niners think what a young quarterback needs is a really expensive backup. That's crazy. I don't get that. What other team builds a roster like that? No, what this guy needs is a guy making 4 times what he's making, breathing down his neck. The guy, and he's the leader of the locker room, and everyone loves him. That's what this is going to make Trey Lance better. Like, oh man, good luck, Trey. Good luck. Because here's the thing: if the Niners were to get rid of Jimmy Garoppolo now, all those Jimmy stands would leave, and all the the fan journalists that are like kind of on Jimmy's side would immediately go to Trey. The fans would be all in with the quarter because you root for a team. There's only one quarterback. There's no split allegiances. Trey would actually get support. As long as Jimmy's here, there's going to be half the media nitpicking him, half the locker room nitpicking him. It's not fair. It's not fair.
No, it's really not, and I think it's the epitome of being counterproductive. It looks like the stuff with Jimmy that's still, with him still being around, it leaves a lot of uncertainty with the organization, decisions that are being made within the organization and management. It doesn't look like a 49er kind of, like we're supposed to be in the upper echelon of just how we handle things, how we do business, so on and so forth. But this is really sloppy. This is
when you
almost
hold
like
on to Jimmy Garoppolo. When you hold on to Jimmy Garoppolo, you send a couple of messages to your team and to your fan base. One, we don't know how confident we are in Trey. Straight up. Whether or not they feel that way, you're sending that message. We don't know how confident we are in Trey, and we don't know how confident we are in this team. So instead of just like really going all in and putting all our assets into this one, we're going to hedge and, get a couple players, but also plan for the future. So what message do you send to your locker room? Like what you're saying is like, you made it to the playoffs last year, but it was a fluke. And we don't think you're that good. That's the message they're sending. I'm sorry.
No, I concur, man. It's really embarrassing, like I said. And the criticism of Trey, it's kind of crazy because we know how many games he played, how many snaps he got. Look at all of the other starting quarterbacks, aside of Mac Jones, who did well. He did really well. But Zach Wilson was.
You know why Mac Jones did well? Because the Patriots have one of the best offensive lines in the NFL.
Yeah.
That
and they got BB, Bill Belichick, to make sure that he was going to do that correct. He got rid of Cam Newton. That takes a lot of balls to get rid of, and have lackluster backups, and stuff like that, and just not even really concern yourself with anything else and put all of your investment into Mac Jones with confidence. So, Bill Belichick,
by cutting Cam Newton, he allowed Mac Jones to become a rookie leader. And Bill Belichick's smart enough to understand that you need one leader on the team, and it's the starting quarterback. You can't have the backup quarterback being that popular. Cam Newton was that popular. I'm just saying. It was split things. He understood that. The Niners don't fit. They're like, we're tight. We don't have that problem. It's human nature.
And the lastly, man, the Ross Dwelly and Kyle Juszczyk lack of usage. It kind of just seems like I don't know what the hell Kyle's doing. He has his favorites. I think that nepotism thing and kind of what he wants to do, it kind of gets overzealous and he forgets that, man, you have a powerful roster. You have a lot of great players, and if we're always so if we can be predicted all the time, like everything is like, oh, we knew they're going to do this, we knew they're going to do that. Well, you got to switch it up, Kyle. You got to start going to Ross Dwelly. I mean, he's strong at the catch point. He's the tallest receiver we got on the team. He's got great hands, very trustworthy,
But they
and
use him as a
as
backup.
is Kyle
They
Juszczyk.
use him as a blocker and a special teamer. I don't get that. They also use Juszczyk as a blocker. They call him an offensive weapon. No, he's a blocker because you're afraid to throw.
And he deserves to get the ball. Kyle
He's
Juszczyk
really
loves to get the
good.
ball and get in the end zone. He's really good. We're paying him all that money.
You can
He
throw
wants to
screens
do
to him.
more.
You can throw option routes to him. You can throw deep routes to him. No one ever hits him. He's always wide open. Everyone always misses him.
Oh my God, Jimmy
Yeah.
missed him on the same pass on both sides of the damn field, man. I still,
They
I
should
still
change his
couldn't see
name from
it.
Juszczyk to useless because they don't use him.
Yes,
He's
man.
useless to Kyle, apparently. I
Yeah,
could use him.
that's what he's showing.
I could use him. Damn. To me, he should be the third down back. Why is JaMychal Hasty on the field? It's like Juszczyk's a better route runner, better receiver, better blocker. Why have they not figured this out? It's been half a decade.
It's pretty crazy, bro. Because like the JaMychal Hasty, I was excited initially. Then it seemed like he got hurt like every other game, and it was like,
And then when
okay,
he's
so
not getting hurt and
we
fumbles.
re-sign him.
Yeah,
We
I don't know.
re-sign him. Yeah, the fumbleitis, yeah, and all of that stuff. Maybe John Lynch should take a position, man. Maybe in the office, like Bruce Arians did, and just let Adam Peters, since Adam Peters was almost gone after the season, and make Adam Peters the general manager. Somebody's going to be a fall guy after this year if everything blows up.
Wait, well,
With the
maybe that's
Jimmy.
why
with
John
the
Lynch doesn't want to cut Jimmy. You cut Jimmy, Trey Lance doesn't get to the playoffs. Who's in trouble? John.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm just saying, the Niners are probably dying to give that job to Adam Peters anyway. So maybe John Lynch is protecting himself by keeping Jimmy. Ever think of that?
That would make a lot of sense, and he didn't look very comfortable when he was talking with the media just recently at the coaches meeting. He had kind of like the stone face a little bit, at least from what I saw. Maybe that was just the thumbnail that, it looked like John was a little bit more, not as comfortable as he usually is.
No.
I don't know if he was fidgeting like he always was, but no big smiles, no real like confidence exuding really any confidence. So we'll see what happens though.
We will see. Hey man, thanks for calling in.
Hey, thank you, champ. Take care.
All right, take care. Real quick, we got Vince saying, "Hey Grant, when do the pre-draft interviews hold them accountable?" About 3 weeks. 3 weeks. That'll be very interesting. And what I love about John is he does not get mad when you ask him pointed questions. He'll be like, "Hey Grant, that's a fair question," and then he won't really answer it, but like he won't get mad at you. BT Dub, how did Ward's interview with you affect his relationship with Armstead and Jimmy G? Just throwing it out there. I don't know. But I'll be in the locker room this year, and I'll let you know. I'll be there, see how they treat Jimmy Ward. I don't think Jimmy Ward gives a damn. Jimmy Ward's in his 30s. He's very self-confident. I feel like, he can say what he wants to say.